Welcome back to another episode of Titancraft. As you can see, we're already busy on a big project making a giant red map. We're filling it in with terracotta, that way we can use it for our guardian. Darmice has already got everything all set up for that, and he's going to be doing a lot of building for you today in today's episode, while I get to sit back, relax, and watch him do the work as well.
So there it is. Look at that. The entire eye. Instead of being the red terracotta that was, it's actually maps of red terracotta. It seemed like a lot of work just to get that done. But the cool thing is, since it is all maps and then they're all put on gates, you still get that same feeling of it being the same color, but you can actually just fly right through it. So that's gonna add a little detail that's gonna be fun. So we'll do something more with that a little later. So I know a lot of work, but you'll figure it out and like why it's so cool in just a bit. Alright, today we start somewhere a little different. We're going to start inside of the Guardian Temple. As you can see that we have all this space to work with. We have a temporary killing chamber, but we plan to do a lot more in here. So here we go. I'm going to beautify this place and actually make it worth walking into, and not just all these falling to their death. So I'll show you what I've been working on. Here in this creative testing world, that as you can see, it's where I work on everything for the Titancraft server. I'm working on some stuff. I want to make it look nice and pretty and grand. Of course, easy way to do that is with quartz. And, I don't want it to lose its Guardian Temple feel. So this is what I got going on. I'm kind of just playing with some ideas on textures and domes and lighting and, how I can add a little bit of touches here and there and make it feel like this is a cool place to be. And we're inside a Guardian Temple without it looking so blah. Like I said, this isn't how it's necessarily going to be. It's just me playing around with ideas and angles and stuff. So let's go back in and see what we can do. So here's our start. Enter in here. I've got myself little centerpieces on the floor. Nice colors that match the colors of, the dying, my guardians. So I wanted something that's grand. Quartz looks nice and classy. Then we have our centerpiece right over here. Something, it's taken me far much longer than I really want to admit to create this entire thing. But I wanted something that kind of like feels grand and a nice little background. And I really like how it's turned out. And, trying to add light to make sure nothing's spawnable. That's always a trick. Then we're going to have a staircase that's going to be going up and around, and a staircase that's going to be going downwards. We're going to have a lounge, and we're going to have a killing chamber, and try to add as much little fanciness into it as possible. Started getting in a structure for the ceiling. See, I'm going to have some little dark accents here towards the top, as you can see how I've started there. Of course, as we found out earlier, getting ink is not the easiest at all. At all. It's driving me insane actually trying to get it. I really like the way that the walls kind of blend in there, huh? Give that sort of like angular, it changes the way the light is. But here's our staircases. Da-da-da-da. It's taken me half the day to come up with something that I like and break it down, then build it back up, break it down, build it back up. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. So, I got my centerpieces all giving out light. Look at that. I think they look nice and pretty. It definitely got that kind of grand feeling. I went a little higher than I originally thought I was going to, but I think that's just how it always works out. As you can see, using scaffolding to its fullest. So here we go, and we got one going up, one going down, and so then I think I could start building the floors, building kind of like a base of it at least. So that way, I have something to like work off of. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get like a dirt floor in real quick, and that way I know where everything's going to go, and then just start planning a layout of the floor. Then make it pretty from there. So I have started to make this room, and like I said, we were gonna look at building a killing chamber, and I actually decided to take my own hand into it with a little advice from Crazy Mnky on how to start it, and then I have my own weird ideas. So here we go. This is the start of my killing chamber. So this is, I still have lots of plans for it, but essentially you'll be able to go in here, and by hitting this switch or button, you'll be able to turn on and off the water. Turning on the water will make it so you cannot kill them for experience. Turning off the water means they will die from the lava, and you get all the kills. And so then all the stuff is going to drop down into a collection chamber that's down there. Honestly, it came from me not wanting to hear the click of dispenser, or the click of the dispensers and stuff. So it's some of my own design. I don't think completely lost this, because I know a couple things do get stuck on the spar, but not enough for me to care, especially for how much this thing ends up producing. But when it goes down into that collection chamber, it's going to follow some pathways. Some waterways are going to take it all the way under here onto these tubes that I've got going on here. These are going to go all the way up and swing around, and the idea is to eventually get them all 4 of these things to be clicking full of items. And so it's going to essentially have them rotating in and out to kind of give a cool effect until they get to wherever the storage is going to be. So that is my start so far. So let's see if we can make this thing a little prettier, connect these things up, and we'll be right back. Alright, so let's take a look at how those water pipes are looking. I got the whole thing hooked up. As you can see, it's on automatic mode. These guys will just slowly die. I'm thinking about moving the lava down one, but at the same time, I'm not sure how helpful that is, and that might kill them during the manual. So, as it stands, I'm okay for where it's at. Clearly it's working. It's been on for a little bit, and we are doing just fine. Eventually, Mnky's gonna help me. He's gonna make these so there's item sorters in there, so it won't be so jumbled. But as you can see, I got all my water things in. It is working. I swear it's working. I was watching things just a moment ago. Here. Let's help it along. Alright. As you can see, there we go. Those are up. You'll be able to see them going in and out of these water tubes. And working their way around. They're going to drop from here. Then work their way around. Go here where the items go. Then drop their way back down. So they can work their way up here. Worked our way underneath there. Then back up here. Then drop down here. Worked our way around to the second item sorter thing. See? Way around. And then this currently is my overflow for anything for when we get the item sorters in. But that is something for another time. Let's check it out and let's see how I want to finish up this room. Because currently, as you can see, I have some decorations going on. This is a little secret for a little later time. Something, a little redstone project that Mnky's going to help me with. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. It's going to really, really help with the crafting. But building out the bare bones, the skeleton of it all. So let's fill in some walls. Make this place a little mob proof because I have a feeling that it's not fully mob proof yet. Okay, so it turns out that not mob proof right now, despite my best effort. Came on, I was only gone for a couple minutes, and it turned out I died. Then I thought Crazy Mnky was in here, so I was like, oh, my stuff will despawn. Turns out, it's not Crazy Mnky. He almost killed me. Plus side, I got that. Oh, he would kill me if I lost another set. He worked so hard to give me that. Oh, there's for my second death when I find out the first time. So, let's work on building up the rest of this room because that clearly is not good. Let's make it so nothing actually spawns in here, and then I don't have to be so fearful of my life. So here's a problem I've been having, and it has to do with organization. I've been trying really hard with this project. It's been taking a lot of resources. I've had to do a lot of things in and out, and I'm going to take a small break from what I'm doing to fix this glaring issue. This here, my ender chest. Look at this. It's just a mess. A mess of random junk. Like some things I'm definitely never going to use again. And it's just all around. Like I have 2 shulkers here that are worth it. Let's fix this. Now that I finally have some levels, let's go in and let's organize this the way that it should be. Alright? Organization is the key to any successful project. So that's what I was saying. Go and collect some shulkers. Boom, 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 boom. I have all the different shulkers and I like to color code them. It makes it easy for me to remember, you know, what I have and what. I currently, I'm not using any of these. So, and I'm not sure I'm going to use all of them to fill with my necessities. There will be some that are going to be empty just for, you know, usefulness. Just in case I do need a few shulkers on the fly. So, let's find out what I do need and start filling these. As you can see from all of the shulkers being put all over the place, I'm slowly making my way through. I've definitely have some ones that I think that are good to go, because I got ice and snow, because those always come in handy. We got a precious resource box, which will slowly fill over full of things that, you know, I might need at any moment. You know, lapis, iron, if I need to do some trading, if I need to buy something at the shops. Ink sacks are like the most precious resource on here. Books, just in case I need to make anything. Name tags, just in case I feel like, you know, slapping a tag onto someone. And ball enchanting, just in case I need like some experience real quick for whatever reason, whether that's mending or enchanting. I got some glass, my toolbox, my beautiful toolbox. We got a potion box going. So far, just strength, healing, water breathing. I got 1 night vision just in case. It's some basics in order to brew anything that I need to. I got my beacon box. It's also got my heart of the sea, just in case I need to put one up anywhere. A lot of times for mining or for like attacking a sea temple, that sort of thing. rockets. Beautiful, beautiful rockets. Alright, I've got scaffolding, stuff to make more scaffolding, grass blocks, you know, all your basic building large objects needs. This is my box for building waterways. That's what this is for, because I tend to need a lot of waterways, a lot of going up and going down and going up and making them into source blocks, so on. And needing anything to slide along those pathways, making turns, stopping the water, so on. I got my wood box, and I got my lighting box. I don't think there's any other light sources. I could be tripping, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna cover most of anything that I need. Nothing yet. So, I think that covers what I've done so far. Right? I feel like there's something. Oh, food box. Yeah, cooked food. Eventually, Mnky's gonna give me some golden carrots because that is my food of choice. But you know, just in case I'm feeling like a sweet tooth or a savory day, you know, I'm decide to become a pescatarian. I've got plenty of cooked cod. So there are some things that I'm going to need that I don't think I have with me in the base. That is just, at least at the very least, it'll just be easier for me to go to the shopping center. Shh. Don't tell Mnky that I'm raiding our own shop to fill my stuff. That's okay. He'll never find out. I mean, he's not on, right? No, he's not on. How would he ever find out? So don't tell him. Alright, cleaned up a little bit. Got ourselves a nice clean start. You know, I might need to add some more things later, but I think we're looking pretty good. This is what's going to be my travel box. Anything that I might need on a long journey. Everything from, you know, beds and anvils. It's been great. My redstone box missing, of course, redstone. Brand building blocks. That'd be great. Always adding to my precious box. I think we're pretty much set. All I need to do now is name them and put them in my ender chest. Named and ready to go. If you take a look, I have all of the necessities here. Oh! Somehow that didn't get named. Boom. There we go. Everything I could need on my journeys. There. And then a bunch of entry ones for projects. You know? It feels so good to be organized. And it's so colorful. I love the colors. So, back to our project. And back to the build. And for the grand reveal, I believe that, more or less, I'm all done with the Killing Chamber 4. So I'm really, really excited. I'm pretty happy with how my roof turned out. I did, you know, a little textures and color changes here and there. Go with the same color scheme. And bam! Well, I'm afraid that it's a little too busy on the back walls, but I like it for now, so we'll leave it until I decide that I don't like it anymore. But for now, bam! All done. These guys are busy killing themselves as usual, but this has everything that I need. And I went through into the F3 screen, and I'm pretty sure there are no spawnable squares, but I have been fooled before. But maybe I'll have Mnky take a look over it as well. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this myself. And it's going to be, the only thing left is for him to do the sorting system. Once that's all done, then we will make its way through, and then it'll be a fully fledged room, perfect for storing all the items that, you know, could possibly ever be filled up in here. So, I mean, there's plenty of chests. I went a little overboard. Then we have a special area for this, because this is where we're going to put all of our crafted materials. And little thing that I did was, if you see the floor is slightly different color, bam, they're all crafting tables. I like to be able to hide some of those stuff that I don't feel really fit in the build. There's a couple more things that I want to add here and there for convenience factor, but I haven't quite decided what I want to do with it yet. And I think that's all I have time for today. You know, this has taken me all week in order to kind of get perfect and exactly how I wanted it to. There is going to be a viewing chamber from the top, so that this can kind of stay as a centerpiece, and of course also just for easy movement of jumping up and down, just because sometimes, you know, we get lazy. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this build and are happy with it. If anybody else has any suggestions, you let me know, because that really helps me. Sometimes I stare at the same thing and not sure what to do with it. So, you guys have a great one. See you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.